Thokozani guys. Thokozani guys, welcome back to it. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for subscribing. Tell a friend to tell a friend, because child, this is where you want to be. Like, yeah, we are having fun this side. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Please don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. Please do comment below what you think of this video, what you think of my other videos. And yeah, guys, my first story time. Okay, first of all, before I even continue, forget ipai guys, because I haven't done my hair. Oh shell, I haven't done my hair, but it will vanilla. So I mean, look at this, look at this, guys. It's still hard to tolerate. Hi, Dimke shame. One thing about me, face card never declines, sweetie. Same as my bank card, but anyway, that's a story for another day. So guys, welcome back to it. This is my first ever story time. I am so excited. Well, not really excited, because woo, it is embarrassing, but I'm gonna tell the story because I mean, I feel like there's women that have been through the shit anyway. So as you can see, I am drinking wine and I've got my favorite watch on, guys. I haven't worn this watch in like close to a year. This is a Samsung Active 2 watch. I haven't worn it like in a long time. And yeah, what a conflict of interest, because I use an iPhone but I'm wearing a Samsung Active. Oh, darling. I usually wear this one for people that know. This is a Fitbit Versa 2. I'm a gadget girl. I love gadgets, guys. So yeah, they're the same color, just different brands, and yeah, they serve the same purpose, because they both like smart watches that you use at the gym and everything, but you still can connect them to your phone. You can receive calls, receive texts, which is great. But yeah, I'm really excited to be wearing this one because it wasn't charging, like really. Finally, it decided to charge today, so I'm wearing it, yay, and giving this one a break. Shame, it needs to rest. But anyway, as you can see, I am having a glass of wine. And this is my favorite wine, guys. This is the Robertson Chateau Sweet Red. I am absolutely in love with this wine, guys. Absolutely in love with this wine. It's not too dry, it's not too sweet, it's just in between, and it is absolutely amazing. Too bad I don't have a man to share it with, because wine goes somewhere, and when it goes somewhere, you want to do certain things. But that's a story for another day. Okay. So guys, as I said, this is my first story time. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I am actually going to tell you guys this. Wow. But I definitely think that there are a lot of people that are going to resonate with this. So let's get to it. Let me take a sip. Let me have a drink. Let me get my drink. As Musa would say. That guy's hilarious, please. Okay, so guys, as you can see from the title of the video, I'm just gonna basically tell you how I got dribbled, guys. I got dribbled hard by a man younger than me. He's not even a man, he's a fucking boy. But anyway, let me just date back a bit. Last year was 2022, 2021. Okay, cool. So in 2021, guys, I met a guy. I met a guy, and guys, I'm so petty. I want to mention his name, but shame. I'm trying to be a better person now. I'm trying to, you know, do good. So for that reason, I'm not going to mention his name. But I met a guy who is 2 years younger than me. So he's turning 28 this year, yeah, because I'm turning 30. And yo, us dating was literally by default, hey? Like by default. So this is someone I've known for quite some time, because he's mutual friends with someone that's actually my friend, and he's cousins with a very close friend of mine. So by default, obviously I know him. When we go out, he'd always be there type of stuff, and we used to hang together, blah blah blah. So there was this one Sunday afternoon, we decided, no, we're not gonna go out, we're just gonna chill, have games night, blah blah blah. Cooked a nice lunch, we fried some meat, like the whole gang was there, and so I did all of the cooking, obviously, because no one can cook, especially in my circle. No one can cook, so I did the cooking, the guys did the frying. It was nice, guys. It was chill vibes. Like, it was really dope. We played 30 seconds, we played charades. It was hella nice. We had all sorts of alcohol. If I remember correctly, we were on lockdown, but it wasn't hard lockdown. It was like that lockdown where bottle stores close at a certain time, groove spots close at a certain time as well. So we literally got all the alcohol we could. I remember that specific day I had champagne, and I also had a bottle of Henny. So I decided to pull through the Henny, and I was like, champagne is for special occasions, child. And I am not allowing people to drink champagne that they can't afford. But anyway, so I pulled through the Henny, and everybody came with a bottle. Like, it was, guys, it was nice. Hey, like, that was the first time I actually chilled with my friends like that. And it was so nice to like get to know them on a more personal level, because we're talking about real life issues, you know. Before we got to the games part, we're talking about real life issues. We're talking about our goals, our aspirations, what we want to achieve, and what life looks like after COVID, you know, those type of things. So it was really good. And so this particular individual pulled through with the cousin who is my friend, pulled through with some of their other friends, and they also came through with their own bottles, you know, just to join in the fun. And that's basically how the evening started. So I pulled through my 30 seconds board game. Guys, just so we're clear, you can't be an adult and not fucking have a 30 seconds board game in your house. Like, hi guys, our life cannot be based around vibes, partying, alcohol. No, guys, we need to test each other's IQ, you know? We need to see. I mean, no. And one thing about me, I don't chill with dumb people. That is not on brand. So, if you get the chance, please do get yourself a fucking 30 seconds board game and keep it in your house for the day you decide to host, and be a child again. This is what I always tell people, guys. You need to keep that inner child in you. Hey, you can't always be stressed out and like every time wena o nagane bojwala le banyana le bashimane. No, guys, a ruleng ko ntlong re tlaleng di game go beng monate. If tshwantse re tlale mokoko re tlaleng mokoko. Like, I'm literally that girl. Like, so there's kids outside my house that obviously play during the day and whatnot, and sometimes I'd find them playing Martini. It's also called Chicago or something like that. So where you like pile up tins and get bitey, basically. Guys, I'll literally join in and I'll play with these kids, and like, people are shocked when they see me doing that. They're like, what is she doing? Guys, you need to keep that inner child in you, because that's the only way you're gonna survive this cruel world. Like, you need to. That is how you're gonna keep sane. That is how you're gonna be, you know, at your best, by keeping that inner child. Never lose that inner child. But anyway, moving right along. Let me get my drink. So guys, this nigga pulls through with his cousin, some of his friends, and now like it's a party. That time it's a Sunday. At the time I was still working from home, so I was like, I can drink however the fuck I want, because I work from home. I don't have to wake up in the morning and prepare for work. So it is what it is. So sorry guys, I'm shooting with my phone, so yeah, I get like pop-up messages. But anyway, so he pulls through, and now it's a vibe. Everyone is lit, everyone is having a good time, the music is nice, the food is nice. I mean, child, it was prepared by me, so obviously it is gonna be nice. Okay, And yeah, we're just playing 30 seconds, we're playing charades, we're having a really, really amazing time, you know? And then at some point I get really drunk, like, yo, saying daggy with dude. I am so drunk that I don't want to go and sleep. I want to go out and party. And people are like, but dude, like, groove spots are closing at like midnight. I remember the curfew was midnight at the time. And now this is like past 9 in the evening. And I'm like, ish, I'm going to get to the club and then I'm going to waste money. No, let me rather stay. It's fine. Sharp, fair. So, excuse me. So we chill. We continue playing the games, taking shots. It's wild, bro. Like, it's wild, wild, wild. Oh my goodness. Yo, guys, yeah, no, those games are the one. Hey, and don't be playing those games with ciders and beers, please. No. Be on brand and buy a bottle. And luckily we had bottles on bottles. We had like some guy goes on, what zone is that? Zone 4, I think, who would supply us with bottles on bottles during COVID, guys. We never lagged when it came to Bev Shame. We never lagged. But anyway, so we continue playing those games, blah, blah, blah. And then I start talking to this guy. Like, yeah, how you been? Like, I start talking to him like I know him like that. And I don't know him like that. I know his cousin, who is my friend, Fairly. So I start talking to this guy. Yeah, how you been, man? I haven't seen you since we were at the venue having fun, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, I'm chilled. So now we start vibing. start vibing. And then he asks, do I have work tomorrow? And I'm like, yeah, I've got work. But I work from home, so it's not an issue for me to be out so late, blah, 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 blah. I'm not thinking too much of it. I'm just thinking, whatever, you know, sharp. So he then says to me, oh, if you don't mind, we can all go back to my place and finish off the party there. And I'm like, chilled vibes, you know? And then I ask him, like, dude, do you have Wi-Fi? Because I need unlimited Wi-Fi, darling, to do my job. And he's like, no, don't stress about that. I've got Wi-Fi, you know? Okay, sharp. I'm like, fair. Pack my shit. I remember that particular weekend, I was at my ex-best friend's place. I slept over that entire weekend, which is something I used to do literally every weekend because I get bored at my house, guys. Like, it's just me. Sometimes my family is here, sometimes they're not, and then it's my dogs. So if I am not out grooving, having a nice time painting the town red, I'm literally at home, busy on my Netflix, busy on my Showmax. Like, yeah, I'm always at home. So if I'm not out, you'll always find me at home. So I pack my shit. I tell my ex-best friend, I'll do another story time on why she's no longer my best friend and her and I are no longer friends at all. Because one thing about me, disloyalty is a character flaw. If you're not loyal to me, it's bye, Felicia. Anyway, let me get a drink. So he says, no, I've got Wi-Fi. Don't worry about that. You'll be able to work. When I leave for work, I'll leave you at my place so that you can, you know, do work and stuff. And I'm just like, okay, sharp. So I pack my shit. I'm telling my friend, I'm like, hey, dude, I'm leaving. My friend is like, Chombi, no problem. I'll see you when I see you, right? Sharp. So we leave. Before we get to his place, we go past the alcohol supplier. We're like, hey, bruh, we need another bottle. Guys, that time we are so sloshed. If I remember correctly, we had Hennessy, we had cognac, we had wine, Drostyov, we had Belgravia, the green bottle gin, which is unleaded 95 in my opinion. I will never drink that shit again. We had, what else did we have? We had Cruise vodka. We had rum with Coke. There weren't any ciders or beers that day because no, that gang they're not a fan of beer. Well, some of them are, they'll have Corona. But majority of the gang, they all about them bottles, man. Yeah, they all about them bottles. So So we had all this wishy of alcohol. So already we are lit, guys, and we finished all of that alcohol. Like, we finished it. Guys, because how am I switching from wine to cognac, cognac to vodka, vodka to gin? Son. Yo, guys, I've never consumed that much alcohol. But anyway, so we leave, we go by the alcohol supplier, we get another bottle. I think we got another bottle of Cruise, if I'm not mistaken, because guy orata a vodka and his go-to vodka is Cruise Valley. He's a Cruise fan. Sharp. Then we go to his place. I was on my period, and my period had just started, if I'm not mistaken, so my flow was really heavy. So I still went. I'm like, this one is not getting bum stream because I'm on my period. Sharp. We get to his place, we chill. He calls through his next door neighbor. His next door neighbor also has a vibe of his own, and we literally get into his apartment, and now we're chilling, we're smoking herb, we're still drinking. It's like, I think just after midnight by then, and it is cold, guys. This was like mid-July-ish, so it's really cold. Like, we are banda and we are drinking. And one thing about CBD is so cold. So this guy used to stay in Brum. He's broke now. Because, honey, my God and my ancestors will fight for me, child. You don't dribble me and get away with it. But we're getting to the climax of the story. So he used to stay in Brum. And if you've been in CBD, obviously there's tall buildings. So there's not enough sun. And that's what makes it so cold. Like, it was freezing cold. So we get to his place, we're chilling, smoking herb. And now the guys want a snack. Hey, they make a snack. They fry some funny things. They boma lamb chops or something like that. I don't remember. And then we nibble. It's nice. We're chilling. It's after midnight. I have to be up at like 7:30 or so, because at that job I used to start work at 8 and I'd literally wake up at like 10 to 8. The advantage of working from home. So yeah, so eventually I'm just like, no, now I want to go sleep. I'm tired. Fuck, I am tired. I'm drunk. I have work tomorrow, and it's a Monday, so Skype meetings, Zoom meetings, team meetings, hey, they're color on a Monday. So I decide to go sleep sharp. So they carry on chilling. Eventually the neighbor and his gang leave and everybody falls asleep sharp. He comes to the bedroom. Auntie Flo, so can't really, do the deed. Okay. This guy's like, okay, then I'll wait. And I'm like, you'll wait? What do you mean you wait? And then he's like, no, I'll wait until you're done with your period. Guys, that time my period has just started. And my period is 7 days long. So, meaning I'm going to stay a week at this nigga's place. Guys, no. Maximum for me is like 2-3 days. After that, I miss my place, guys. I want to go back to my space, and I don't like overstaying my welcome, because wow, when a person no longer wants you in the space, whether it be a friendship, relationship, guys, you can see by their actions with so I eventually stay a week, guys, and I'm like, this guy is really not dropping me off at home. Like, he really wants these bums. I'm cooking because I work from home and I knock off at like 4. He knocks off at 5, so he's home by 6. By the time he gets home, food is already prepared. Like, yo, nekile makoti, guys, this is another thing like I'll never do. I think if there's one thing this relationship taught me, was to never overcompensate myself like that, because wow, you will do everything for a man and he'll still play you. So I'm not about that. So I'm very different now. Like, there are certain things I will not do for a man. No, you need to earn those. But yeah, anyway, so let me get a sip, child. Oh, Not me spilling my wine. Yo, I'm getting tipsy now. Mm. Hope I make it through the story time because it's long. It's long. Fine. So, yeah, so he'd always come back from work, he'd get food, and one thing I liked about him was the fact that he bought food, guys. Like, and when I mean bought food, like he bought actual groceries. Like, there's guys that don't buy groceries. And I'm just like, because you can't survive on takeaways all the time. Takeaways are annoying. Takeaways are expensive. They waste so much money. But anyway, so at some point I was doing this guy's laundry, guys. At some point I was doing this man's laundry. I don't even want to call him a man because he's a fucking boy who has no respect for women. But yeah, me doing a man's laundry. The last time I did that was for the father of my children. Not a man who done nothing for me. Chineke. So anyway, let me refill my glass actually. Guys, you guys should try this wine. It's the Robertson Chateau Sweet red wine. You guys should try it. It's very nice. It's delicious. Oh my god. I'm not really a wine fan. But I drink it. It's not something that I'd opt for. I don't drink it at Groove. I did that once and wow. So yeah, I'm just having wine because I feel like it today. In order for me to have it, but yeah. So guys, where was I? So yeah, I would cook for him. I'd do his laundry. I'd make sure that the apartment was always clean. I would clean every day, guys. And I wasn't cleaning to impress him. I wasn't cooking to impress him. I literally do that at my own house. I've got OCD. My house is always spotless clean. And I do it myself. I don't want anybody else to do it for me. Hence, I don't have a helper. Maybe when I get a bigger house, maybe I will get a helper because I won't have time, obviously, because I'll be a business mogul. Running all these businesses. I'm too busy to be cleaning and stuff. But for those that know me, I love clean spaces. I don't like untidy places. Like, there's people that are so untidy. Like, no, stop it. Be clean. You're not on brand. Be on brand. Yeah. So, and then that's how we started dating. We literally started dating out of default. Like, yeah. It was good, guys. It was good while it lasted, but it got really toxic, and I'll explain why. Jiggy, a month later or so, now it's honeymoon phase. In love. Nigga calls me. So now I'm back at my place. Nigga calls me. He's like, no, actually he texts me. He sends me a WhatsApp, and he's like, I need to speak to you about something. I'm like, okay, sharp. He says, I'm gonna give you a call with my work number. Okay, great. Gives me a call and he's like, dude, like, I'm in a lot of trouble at work. And I'm like, why are you in trouble? He says, no, my boss is gonna call you, so you need to pretend to be my mother. I must pretend to be what? Your mom? Why? And he says, okay, so I'm owing my boss money. How are you owing your boss money? Oh, this was the first red flag, but I was like, ish, I'm in love, guys, and I really want this relationship to work. So let me hear this guy out. But I knew there and then, Uguti, there's something wrong with us women, guys. We never want to acknowledge those red flags. I don't know why we do that. Like, it is flippin' annoying. We need to stop ignoring the red flags, guys. The red flags are there for a reason. They are telling you to run, my sister. This guy tells me he's owing his boss. And I'm like, how you owing your boss? He says to me, okay, so initially when, so at the apartment he was staying at, he had a housemate. I will not mention by name as well. He eventually kicked him out because he wasn't paying rent. This is like, fast forward to last year. But anyway, remember what I said about God and my ancestors fighting for me, child? My ancestors don't play. They will fight for me. They got time. So this guy says no. Initially when and I got the apartment, we got it under my boss's name because we couldn't afford the deposit. The deposit was like 8K. So housemate paid his half of the deposit, and nigga didn't pay his half. So he's like, yeah, now they're telling me, Hore, if I don't pay this deposit, they're not going to release my salary month end. That time month end is like, his month end is like in 2 days. I'm like, where? Oh, and by the way, I earned more than him, and I still do, because he's got another job. He got fired at that one. He's got another job now, and I still earn more than him. But anyway, this is why school is important. Masters, I mean, hello. Thank you, bye. Anyway, so he's like, I need your assistance. Please pretend to be my mom and just explain to this nigga that I'm gonna pay him, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna say this to this guy, but how are you gonna pay him? Because you're getting paid in the next 2-3 days. So if you make promises that you're not going to fulfill in the next 2-3 days, that means you won't get paid. So how are we going to do this one? And then he's like, I'll speak to you about that afterwards. I'm like, I know what's coming. But anyway, boss calls. He's like, good day, ma'am. Now I must sound like a mother, which I am. But like, my voice is not that one where you like, yeah, now you're speaking to an elderly woman. You know, I'm a woman my mom's age. I'm like, good day, sir. How are you? Good. Yeah, I'm calling on behalf of my employee, so-and-so. I'm like, oh yes, he did tell me that I should expect your call regarding an issue that's happening at work. He's like, yes. So he has been giving me the runaround for months. He's been promising to pay. He's not paying. So I've given him an ultimatum. If he does not pay me by my money by payday, I'm not going to release his salary. And that will result in him being kicked out of his apartment, because that apartment is under my name, that lease is under my name. And all I've expected for him to do was to pay the deposit and pay rent on time, which he's not doing. And I apologize on this guy's behalf. I'm like, I'm so sorry for my son's behavior. My son, guys. And man, I'm giving bumps to. All of a sudden, mommy's mother. Hey. I will never date young guys. I will never date young guys. Never. So this nigga says, yeah, so I'm not too sure what you've said to your son, but that's the ultimatum that I've given. So maybe have a chat with him and call me back. I'm like, okay, sure. He gives me his cell phone number and he gives me his email address. I'm like, sure, I'll have a chat with him and I will revert. Great. So now I call nigga back. I'm like, okay, your boss has called me, honey. And he's saying 1, 2, and 3. So what are we going to do? Because the reality is your salary cannot not be released because you have commitments. You've got rent to pay. You need to buy groceries. You need to pay for Wi-Fi. You need to have transport money to go to work and blah, 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 blah. And the housemaid and him were sharing costs. So housemaid cannot fulfill all of those responsibilities in the household. He needs to, meet him halfway. Then he drops another bomb. He's like, please assist me, I'll pay you back. That is the biggest mistake I ever did, was give him money, guys. Yes, sis. That guy is the reason why I'm not willing to spend even 10 rand on a man. I'm not willing. You want to see me, you're going to Uber for me if you don't have a car. You have a car, you're going to pick me up outside my house. I'm not spending my money to see a man. I'm not spending my money on any fucking man, as a matter of fact. That man is the reason why I loathe spending money on men. Like, there's no ways. He's like, please give me the money, blah, 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 blah. So the deposit was 8K. Housemate took out his half, which was 4. Now balance is 4. Not that I didn't have the 4K immediately, but I was like, I'm gonna test this guy. Let me take out half. Take out half, 2K. I pay. I send the boss proof of payment. Sharp. Salary gets released. How? Jiggy. Guy doesn't have money to pay for the Wi-Fi. Guy doesn't have money for groceries. And I'm like, hi, bo. All of a sudden, you don't have any money to take care of yourself. What have you been doing this whole time? Only to find that, oh boy, and then zombies boy because he doesn't qualify to be called a man. Oh boy, earns 6K. 6K, guys. And my dog, access is K. My clock I eat 5 points. You understand? That time I'm earning triple, quadruple. Yay! I'm earning way more than him, and he's earning 6K. This guy would literally go to places like Magubenjalo, Mink Lounge. If you're from Soweto, Deep Kloof to be specific, you'll know those places. This guy would literally borrow money to go to all of these places. By the time the salary clocks in, he has to pay back all of those dates. Now he doesn't have money to pay for rent. He doesn't have money. And I'm like, wait, erase all of that. You're earning 6K. You're paying 4K rent. Njani? 4K rent and you're earning 6K, and I clock it 6K UIF, yeah, deduct or somewhere, and it's probably my 5.7, 5.8 at most, yeah, because his tax bracket is so low, my goodness. And you have no money after paying rent, but you're staying in an apartment that costs you 4K. Why are you doing that to yourself? This guy now doesn't have money for groceries. Now this guy doesn't have money for transport. This guy doesn't have money for Wi-Fi. At some point, I paid his Wi-Fi. At some point, I bought groceries for him. At some point, I would buy electricity. Or that's another expense as well, prepaid electricity. That time I've got my own expenses. I've got my children to provide for. I've got home to provide for. And then I still have to provide for myself. I've got groceries to buy. I've got transport money to put aside for work. I have to do my hair. I have to do my nails. I have to spoil myself, go out for dinners, lunches, all of that stuff. And this is the lifestyle I'm accustomed to. So I'm not going to stop now because I have baggage. And when I say baggage, I mean this boy. I don't mean my kids, because my kids are my kids. I do everything for my children, you know? I have all of this baggage that I need to take care of, and now I must carry a man. But I carry him, guys. I carry him. I'm like, I love this guy. I'll do anything for him. To a point where I used to ask for money from my family so that he could buy groceries for himself, like contribute his half to the grocery in the household. I used to ask my family for that. Fuck. Yes. Like, the thought of it disgusts me so much, considering what this guy did to me. Like, yo, guys, I was dribbled. But we live and we learn. Sharp, we move. And then, nigga starts acting funny. So on days where we're supposed to meet, he'll tell me no, he has to travel to Durban for work. He has to travel to Cape Town for work. That time he's lying. He's in Bromfontein, guys. He's lying. But he'd make it look so real. He'd borrow a car and tell me no, he's driving down, he's almost there, and he'd call me like after midnight and say no, I've arrived safely, blah blah. That time he's in Bram, and while he was doing all of that, he was cheating as well. So he was sleeping with another woman who I will gladly mention by name. Her name is Ntsako. I hate that skinny ass motherfucking bitch. She has literally slept with the whole gang. She doesn't even know who she is outside of men. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But anyway, so he would lie, guys. He would lie and say things like, yeah, I'm traveling for work. No, I'm with my parents. We're having a function. Go hi. Not forgetting, Hori, I am friends with the cousin. So the cousin tells me shit. And the shit that he tells me doesn't correlate with what he's telling me. And I'm like, okay, I'm being lied to, but fairly sharp. This went on and on and on. Another thing, he's got narcissistic tendencies. So every time I would call him out on his behavior, he'll tell me things like, yeah, now I'm being toxic, I'm being delusional, I don't trust him. Yeah, that's what narcissistic people do. They don't give a shit about your feelings. They don't regard your feelings. And I'm just like, why do I keep meeting men like that? Like, are you not hearing what I'm saying? I'm telling you, what upsets me is 1, 2, and 3. And instead of acknowledging what I'm saying, you're gaslighting me. Why are you gaslighting me on shit you know is true? I'll never understand why I attract these type of men, because it's fucking annoying. And if you're not going to take accountability for your part in it, then that defeats the purpose of us being in a relationship to begin with. We're not growing. We're not going anywhere. We're not building what I presume that we are building. So I'm going to keep it moving. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me get a drink. So this guy, he starts these tendencies, and I'm like, okay, one of two things or both. I'm either being lied to, cheated on, or both, you know? But it's fine. Sharp. The final straw for me was when it was his birthday weekend. So for his birthday, I got him an Isimiyake cologne. I got him an Isimiyake travel bag because he didn't have a travel bag. How do you travel away for business and you don't have a travel bag? Broke men annoy me. But anyway, and I also got him, what else did I get him? Cologne, travel bag, and a watch. I got him a timepiece because he didn't have one. And I'm like, what kind of a man doesn't have a timepiece? Guys, a man must have my top 3: timepiece, socks, clean socks, and shoes. Those 3 things tell you everything you need to know about a man. Like everything. And the way he smells, the 4th one. Those 4 things, they tell you everything you need to know, please. Yeah. If you don't have these 4 things, forget it, my sister. So I literally looked at things that he needs, and I was like, okay, this would be the perfect gift. I spent over 6-7K on that gift, and I was really excited to give it to him. On his birthday, I took him out for dinner. We went to Mythos in Rosebank, and then after dinner, we went out with friends who we met at or rather that we met at Chili Pepper. So, and we went clubbing after that. It was really good. It was really nice. And then this was a Friday. Sunday, so I gave him the weekend. I was like, bruh, naive visa, go and enjoy with your boys, because I've obviously done my part as a girlfriend. I've taken you out for dinner, I've given you your gifts, so have a nice time with your boys, go ham. We'll meet each other on Sunday. So on Sunday he was supposed to come pick me up because I was supposed to spend the week at his place. Sunday comes, guys. Phone is ringing, he's not answering it, because I want to find out what time are you picking me up. He's not answering his phone, he's not responding to my WhatsApp texts, and eventually his phone goes off. Now I'm worried. I'm like, this guy, where is this guy? Is he still with his boys? What's happening? And I remember correctly, he was supposed to also fetch me that Sunday because we're going to a wedding. Prior to me going to his place, we're going to a wedding. One of his friends was getting married. How jiggy, guys, I have a face beat like this. Outfit on fleek, hair done, nails done. I'm waiting to be picked up. Phone goes off. I'm like, kudlalwe ngami la. Kudlalwe ngami. Phone goes off. Now I'm calling everyone. I'm like, guys, where's this guy? So the cousin, who's my friend, picks up the phone. He's like, no, he left for the wedding. Excuse me? He left for what? I mean, we're supposed to go to this wedding together. Cousin says, hey, bro, me, I don't know what's going on. I don't want to be involved. Blah, 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 blah. Hangs up the phone sharp. I keep calling. Eventually, I get his friend's number that he went with. And I call him. I'm like, can I please speak to this guy? Gets the phone. He is sloshed, guys. Like, he's sloshed. He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't answering my calls the whole day. It's just that, like, we got carried away with the boys. And I'm like, okay, fine. You're no longer with the boys. You're at the wedding. And I was supposed to go with you to this wedding. So where are you? Because I'm still waiting for you. Are you coming or not? Now, guys, I am fuming. Because I know he's with another woman. And I know I'm being dribbled here. Excuse me. He says, yeah, we're at the wedding. Yo, guys, I'm even getting brain block just from thinking about this, because this, I've healed from this, but yo, I will never allow a man to dribble me like that ever again. Once I see those signs, I'm out. I am out. This guy tells me, yeah, I'll come pick you up in the next hour. This was like past 9. 11 o'clock. I'm still not picked up. I take off my makeup. I take off the outfit that I was wearing. I unpack my bag because I packed an overnight bag. I unpack my bag and I'm just like, this guy's not coming, but it's fine. Sharp. Jiggy jiggy. That whole week, I don't say anything. I keep quiet, and I'm like, you know what? I've been disrespected long enough, so I'm just gonna keep quiet, and I want to see what he's gonna say. Doesn't say anything. A week goes by, 2 weeks go by. The third week, because I know it's near payday, I'm like, please don't forget to pay me my money. He blue ticks the message, and I'm like, Oksalayo imali. So in total, this guy still owes me 6,000 rands. This was the 4,000 rands that he had to pay for the deposit for his apartment, and another 2K for like day-to-day stuff like transport money, electricity, money for groceries in the house. So all of that amounted to 2,000 rands plus the 4K. So he owed me a total of 6,000 rands. Till this very day, I have still not been paid that money. And everyone in his circle are just like, dude, we're so tired of this guy. He also owes me $1,000. The other friend will be like, he still owes me 2K. The other one will say, funny story. So there's a girl that he dated before he dated me, and he owes that girl money. Like, so it's a trend with him. Like, he'll borrow money and never pay it back. And I'm just like, me, I'll go koko maweni on you. I don't have time for nonsense. I was like, look, I'm gonna show him. And all it takes for me is to pasla and tell my ancestors and be like, ni disciplinele yena because mina ngiyahluleka. And if I were to try to discipline him ngendlela yami, it's not gonna end nice. It's not gonna end nice. So ngicela ningishukumisele yena kancane nimuthi ukuthi avuke azi ukuthi umuntu akachithwa kanjalo, guys. No. Guys, if you no longer want someone in your life, you gladly, swiftly move on. You sit them down and you tell them, this is why I want to exit this relationship. It's not working for me based on these reasons. You don't just decide when uguti I'm done with the relationship and a person must just figure it out on their own. Uguti they're done. I don't care who the fuck you think you are, but that is not courteous behavior. No. If anything, be courteous enough to sit down with an individual and say, based on these reasons, I don't think I can continue with this relationship. It will hurt, yes, but it won't hurt for that long. You'll be able to move past it because the person was, kind enough to let you know instead of ghosting you. Imagine being ghosted, but you owe me. And I'm like, this guy, young Joyela. You are ghosting me, but you owe me money. Please, Shineke. So now, I acknowledge and I accept the fact that I've been ghosted. Sharp. And I'm like, okay, dude, I understand you no longer want to be in a relationship with me because that's what you're telling everybody, but you're not telling me, the person that you're actually in a relationship with. Please pay me back my money because you still owe me money. And then he kept blue ticking my messages on WhatsApp, and I'm like, sharp, I'm going to his house. Guys, sat down with the grandmother, sat down with the aunt, because the aunt is the other cousin's, the same cousin's mother. Yeah, so it was the grandmother and the aunt. And I was like, the reason why I'm here, and I was with my uncle when I went to the house. I was like, the reason why I'm here is because your child owes me money and he doesn't want to pay me my money. Like, he doesn't want to pay me my money, guys. And if you guys don't speak to him and tell him that I want my money, I am going to take drastic measures. Take. I am going to take drastic measures, and I am going to involve the cops. I'm going to small claims court, and I am going to demand the court to subpoena him for him to pay me my money back. Yes, he doesn't want a relationship with me anymore, but I work hard for my money, guys. I don't lay on my back to acquire certain things. I walk into a shop, guys. I walk into an Edgar's Beauty and I buy myself Marc Jacobs perfume because I am the bitch who I think I am. Do you understand me? So for a man to come and ignore my texts and deny paying me my hard-earned money, that's when I lost it. I was like, this guy's being disrespectful. The family is like, no, we'll speak to him. And we'll find a way forward, blah, blah, blah. So the cousin's mother walks me out. The grandmother stays in the house. The cousin's mother walks me out and she's like, yo, Manaka, if I were you, I would let go of that money. And I'm like, why? Because it's a lot of money. And she's like, this man owes everyone money. This is why he never comes and visits us anymore. This is why we never see him as often as we used to. He owes everyone is knocking at our door, asking for him and wanting their monies. Like, so I really hope if you go the small claims route, you will get your money back. Maybe that will discipline him. It will enlighten him about you know, the after effects of borrowing money from people and not paying it back. And I'm like, honey, trust me, he will give me my money back. Trust me. I'm gonna get my money back. Did I ever? But anyway. So jiggy. Also I left my number because his mother wasn't there. So I left my number and I was like, please tell his mom to reach out to me because I really want to speak to her. So while this is happening, now I'm threatening him, guys. Like, I'm sending him emails at work. I am calling his workplace. I literally went from swearing him, swearing his bosses, swearing his colleagues. I swore at everyone. I was like, I will come there and I will make a spectacle out of you. I want my money. Like, mfuni maliami. I even went as far as saying, if anything happens to you, please tell your family that I'm the one that caused it. Because one thing you're not going to do is get away with owing me. Uyanya. I was literally at that point. Yo. This man took me out of character. Like, if there's one thing I never want to do is for people to take me out of character, because I know that I'm a good person. I know that I look out for people as much as I can, especially in a position where I'm able to assist. If I'm able to assist you guys and I'm able to be there for you at your time of need, I will be the girl. But what you're not going to do is use me. What you're not going to do is take advantage of me, because you will know the other side of me. And that other side is not a good side. It is not. And once you get to know that other side of me, yes, sis, you will even hate me. You will even regard me as an enemy. I even don't chill with people that unleash that side of me anymore, because I never want to be that Tina ever again. I am not a nice person, guys. When I'm upset, I will do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. One thing about me, I will do whatever it takes. There are certain bridges I've burned in my life and I'm like, good riddance, because I can take it there. I will burn that bridge. I don't give a shit. And even if I'm in a position where you're the only one who can assist me with a certain matter, my pride will never allow me. My pride is always online. Let me refill my glass. My pride is always online, guys. One thing about me, I will burn that bridge. I don't care if I'll need your assistance in the future. I will burn that bridge. That is my brand. So I'm reaching out. His boss at some point says to me, if you keep calling him on the work number and harassing him, then I'll have to involve my lawyers. I'm like, involve them, bitch. You think I'm scared of your lawyers? I am well connected. You're messing with the wrong bitch, because I am well connected. This guy is ducking and diving. Yeah, I'm just going through something now. He eventually responds, I'm just going through something now. I'll pay you back your money. I'm still organizing it. I'm waiting for my dad. Or another thing, he would always claim to the gang, Uguti, and he's got a rich father that drives a Rolls Royce. If you have a rich father, why the fuck are you borrowing money from me? Why the fuck are you broke after paying rent if you've got a so-called rich father? Honey, your father married another woman and that woman is chowing your father's money, not you. You, darling, are a liability and your parents know it. His grandmother even went as far as saying, oh yeah, no, he likes acting big in a small town. He claims what he's got a rich father. And that's when I was like, I am not getting my money back, child. I must come to terms with it. I'm not getting my money back, because I mean, if your grandmother is saying that, who am I? This guy would literally pay rent if nakona we patadile for that month, and he'd literally go partying. That time, I'm the one sacrificing my budget to accommodate your needs, but you go out with other women, you buy them alcohol at the club, you take them home, you fuck them, you buy them or the chicken licken nakona if you can afford it. And here I am trying to make sure that you're good, assisting you where I can, making sure your rent is paying, making sure you've got Wi-Fi. Because I mean, Guys, if you're accustomed to a world of Wi-Fi, it's hard getting out of that. My TV doesn't function without Wi-Fi. If I don't have Wi-Fi, I can't watch TV because I stream everything online. So imagine not having Wi-Fi. Like, I'll perish. Like, boom, I'll disappear into thin air because what? You know? So I'd always make sure that his Wi-Fi is paid. I'd contribute towards electricity when he had asked for it and blah, blah, blah. So when his grandmother was like, he likes acting big in a small town, I was like, oh, definitely. Because why are you living a life you can't afford? After getting paid, he goes out, he has fun with his friends. Now he's broke. Come Monday morning, now he no longer has money. Come Monday morning, grandmother tells me, he's always here asking me for 50 rand palama, and I don't give it to him because he's working. What is he doing with his money? And I'm like, if he can do this to his own family, who am I? This guy literally stole his mother's credit card and they swiped, I think, about 30,000 rands at Zone 6 venue. 30K, guys. He stole his mother's credit card. And I'm crying over 6K when he swiped 30K of his mom's hard-earned money. Well, not hard-earned because it's a credit card, but still, I mean, not everybody qualifies for it. But your mother's credit card. And here I am crying for 6K. The mom eventually reaches out. She sends me a really heartwarming message. And that was like the final straw for me. That was the final straw for me. I was like, you know what? This is upsetting, but I'm going to let it go. After reading the text message that his mom sent me, I was like, I'm going to let it go, because if I don't let it go, it's going to consume me. It's going to turn me into something that I'm not. And I can't be harboring bitterness because I need God to bless me, guys. And one thing about God, his blessings don't land on surfaces that have stains, hey? That's one thing about the God that I serve. His blessings, they don't land on surfaces that have stains. So I was just like, you know what? I'm going to let it go. This woman, the mom, she sends me a message. She's like, Monak, I'm going to humbly ask you to let this go. But I'm telling you, if he can do it to me, his own mother, we're no man. And I'm just like, I'm listening to this woman and I'm thinking, there's no ways. Like, his mom literally unraveled some of the things I didn't know about him. And I'm like, this guy is actually filth. He's absolute filth. If he can do this to his own mom, who am I, guys? 30K of your mom's money. Because when you like acting big in a small town with money that's not yours, with money that you will never acquire in your lifetime, that guy will never be successful. Here, he will never be successful. With his mindset, he will never. That guy blew in 2020. Because we did in 2021. In 2020, from the 23rd of December to the 12th of Jan, this guy blew 150,000 rands. 150,000 rands on hoes and money. He would literally buy a case of cruise each and every single day, acting big in a small town. The girl that he was dating at the time was like, bye Felicia, I told you, if the money depletes, I dip. And she dipped, guys. And she dipped, and I was there to pick up those pieces. I will not be Bob the Builder. If you're not at my level, we can't date. And I don't expect you to be above me. But what I do expect is for you to be on my level, because I am not going below. I am not going bottom barrel, honey. You need to be at my level. You need to meet me at my level. There are certain things that I can afford as a gogohan with my own money, my hard-earned money. And if there's a man who can't match that, I'm sorry, we can't date. What are we doing? I'm not in a position to help out. Guys, it's even gotten as bad as I'm not even willing to help out friends where money is concerned. I don't borrow my friends' money. They know it's a rule with me. I'd rather give you that money if I have it and you don't have to pay it back. But in the Yoguti, you're gonna call me and be like, girl, I need assistance with so and so, and so I'll pay you so and so. My friends, they know I don't do that anymore. Well, actually, I've never done it. But now I'm very strict on that. I don't borrow friends' money. If we're going out, everybody contributes to the bill. I'm not the one to be paying bills anymore. Guys, being a nice person got me ran over to such an extent yokuthi I don't tolerate nonsense anymore. If where are you going? Why are you going out? Because you think, oh no, Tina's a nice person, she's gonna pay the bill. I'm not that friend anymore. I am not that friend anymore. One thing that taught me about that relationship is to never be Bob the Builder in a man's life. A man must build himself, guys. A man must build himself. But yeah, now that we've reached the conclusion of the story time, I'm actually so proud of myself that I told the story. I never thought I'd actually, be vocal about the story because it is so embarrassing. Like, I got dribbled by a guy 2 years younger than me. Wow, guys. But anyway, I've healed from that. And yeah, I finally meet men at my level, which is great. And if you're not, I'm just like, bye. No, don't even look this side, not on brand. But yeah, just to conclude, I'm in a bit of space. I see this asshole once in a while and I'm just like, eventually he lost his job and he had to move out of Braamfontein, and I was like, God will fight for you. If there's one thing about God, he will fight for you. Now he's back home. He has to share a bed with his cousins. Would you look at that? Love it. Love it. So yeah, guys, that is my first ever story time. Tell me what you think in the comment section. Tell me what else you want to know. I will be doing a Q&A. So I'll be asking friends and family to give me questions that I'll answer. And if I don't want to answer, I'll take a shot type of thing, like a sip and a spill. I'm actually thinking of doing a sip and spill with a very close friend of mine. So stay tuned for that. That will be very nice. But yeah, this is my first ever story time. I hope you like it. Please comment below what you think of this video and comment on what else you want to see on my channel. I hope you had a wonderful time listening. I will see you guys soon. Bye, loves.